Hey guys, and I'm sure you guys have heard my many comments on the Xbox handheld and where I am somewhat excited about it. And well, now people are finally getting their hands on the Xbox handheld and people have been giving their honest opinions on it all. So I actually have one of my good buddies over here who had a chance to procure and actually utilize and playtest and use the console itself. So I wanted to go and react to his also video and kind of see if it can sway me to want to go and buy or get the handheld device itself. Now, I did see some crazy big updates on the PlayStation Portal, and if I really have to be honest, I think I am skewing more towards that as a PlayStation guy, and as well, the price point is extremely low with their brand new cloud streaming updates, so I have a link for that down below. On my other prior video, we had a lot of people actually go and use that, so thank you guys all so much. And as well, I also will have, if I can find any, some links for the actual Xbox handheld if this video does go and sway your opinion. Now, as I mentioned, I think it's very costly, and this does support what Xbox has been trying to do to more so mitigate off the Xbox console and utilize the Xbox brand as a whole to handhelds, to streaming, to cloud services, to Game Pass, to PC gaming, or handheld and mobile devices. So I'm going to let my buddy Cam over here kind of take it away, and of course leave a like or join the giveaway down below. We have a giveaway for a PS5 Pro, cash, Xbox, whatever you guys want is down below. And of course also check out the second channel. We've been doing a lot of gossip as well. And let's dive on in to the video itself. So as I mentioned too, this is one of my good buddies. If you guys would also like to go play his video on the side, I'll link it up over here. Give him some watch time and support, and let's see what he has to say on the review of the Xbox ROG Ally.
What I hold in my hand is the future of not only handheld gaming, but
First and foremost, that does look very sleek, and I've said many times, Game Pass plus handheld equals win. Like, yes, although expensive, just $1,000 is a lot of money.
I believe to be the future of Xbox. This is the ROG Xbox
Look at how
Ally.
nice that just looks. That does look sleek, and it does look expensive, but in a good way.
X. And to be honest, that is one too many X's in one name for comfort. But is this really an Xbox handheld?
And look at how he's also, this has been a big discussion, if you have these Xbox handhelds or PC devices, and now that PlayStation has been putting their games on Steam, or Epic Game Store, or even emulation, just saying this Xbox device can utilize PlayStation games.
Well, spoiler alert, no. However, is it a true generational leap over the original ROG Ally handhelds? And is it worthy of the hefty $1,000 price tag?
I'll be honest with you guys, $1,000 plus tax, what, like $1,100 or so in this economy, when I already have a PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch 2, it is a hard sell. It's a very hard sell. But that's why I'm asking, like, what do you guys think? And why I'm kind of skewing towards the Portal.
Well, that is what I aim to answer in today's review. So let's not waste any more time and dive into today's review on the Asus ROG Xbox Ally X.
I feel like I just entered into like a spy movie or something, dude. I love it. As well, this, dude, it does like the game, like the console itself looks good. Can we even call it a console?
Ally X.
I feel like I'm 007 about it.
So what comes with the Xbox Ally X? Well, inside the ROG Xbox Ally X's box, you will find your handheld, of course. And
I would be really afraid if for some odd reason the handheld was not in the box.
The charging brick, and the most exciting part, the legal papers and quick start guides. And that's it. Wait, just kidding. There's a stand that also comes with it tucked away in the top of the box that can easily be missed if you aren't looking for it. So make sure you check here if you do get one of these devices. This time, the stand is actually pretty nice in my opinion, but
I think it looks nice, although usually for handhelds, I have it in my hand. This might be good if you're like maybe out with friends, camping, and like doing multiplayer games. This is where stuff like Nintendo does well. Think Mario Kart, think Smash, etc. Like it looks good. There's games out there say on Steam, so it's usable, but still. And a funny side story, when I had my Switch 2, I accidentally threw away my box and I never redeemed my Mario Kart World. Thankfully, it was applied to my console. I know some people are iffy on that, or like they had an issue with their console or was sold a bugged one. But for me, it worked out well. Thank God I threw away my box. It was scary.
Still probably cheap, so you might want to get a dock, which I will link you to my favorite one in the description. And that's everything that comes with the ROG Xbox Ally X. No case still, which sucks, but The first one didn't come with a case either, but this one is also
I love the LEDs around the side. Like, this is my first impression seeing this all. This looks great.
$1,000. So, however, I'll be honest, when I first saw the design of the Xbox Ally X, my first reaction was, oh my god, this thing
He didn't like it. I think it looks nice, first and foremost, although I'm seeing the real version.
looks hideous.
What's that?
But it has actually grown on me now that I've had it in hand for a while, but it still looks stupid. Okay, that's a bit harsh.
I kind of like it. I know you guys tell me down below. I kind of like it. Like, does anyone in the comment section actually bought one yet?
It just looks super gamer-ish. I don't know.
Okay, my defense is an Xbox console. I mean, it does look kind of gamery, but I like the LED lights. I have nano leafs. I don't mind the screen. I don't mind the little sleek designs in the front, the Xbox. I mean, I kind of like that.
If that makes sense, and it
I get this
almost
point.
looks like a fake gaming handle that they would use as a generic prop in a TV show or movie.
I can see what he means by it.
The weird design, however, actually does serve a great purpose. The handheld feels great in the hands. It's literally a whole entire tier above the previous gen ROG Ally in comfort, but it came with a few trade-offs like weight and how thick
Like, look at how cool that light reflecting is in the background. That looks awesome.
this thing is. I mean, seriously, this thing is a chunky boy. It looks unassuming at first, but when you look at it from an angle,
It does also look really big, bigger than I would ever expect. As long as it's not too heavy in the hands, and I have big hands, I'm a big guy, I'm like 6'3", I can roll with it, but it does seem a little bulkier, and that can probably wear your hands down over time.
you will see just how thick it really is. The
I have not seen thicker since the last time I was in the Bahamas.
thumbsticks are also high quality and aren't loose this time, which I prefer, but I believe they are not, unfortunately, Hall effect joysticks. The face buttons this time are a bit better than last gen as well, feeling more responsive. However, I did notice that the Y button on my ROG Ally Xbox, or ROG Xbox Ally X, oh god, what?
There is a lot of X's. It's the Asus ROG Xbox Ally X. Like, that's a lot of words to say.
The hell that is that name? The Y button did get a little stuck sometimes, I guess, a little sticky, I guess. So that's something to keep in mind. So the face buttons aren't perfect, but I do like them a bit better than the last gen ones. However, the D-pad is pretty much the
I
same.
think it looks cool. I keep on saying that I'm a sucker for the lights, but I also love the engraving. Like, look at all the engravements for this all. This looks really cool.
One that comes on the original ROG Ally X. Also, the haptics are decent. Not dual sense level necessarily, but we got rumble in the triggers this time to match the Xbox controller, so kudos to the Xbox influence here if you do like that feature.
That's also another nice perk though for the Portal, because the Portal itself has the built-in PlayStation haptic feedback, and that is miles ahead of anything Xbox has, which even Cam himself just said that.
Has the same 1080p 120Hz VRR IPS display from the previous generation. This is not a bad display at all. It just leaves me wishing for something better. You know, something more like an OLED display, like on the Legion Go 2, which I will be reviewing really soon. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are interested in seeing that. Also leave a like on the video if you haven't yet. Maybe someday we'll see an OLED display on an ROG handheld.
I did.
But nonetheless, this is still a great display and an appropriate resolution and refresh rate for.
I never imagined playing Red Dead Redemption on a handheld. That sounds so comfy. I played that on console when it first came out. One of the best games ever made. Loved it. Never beat it. Only got to the epilogue. Like, I want you guys gonna roast me. I need to beat this game. This was a phenomenal game. And I've never imagined how some RPGs like Witcher, Cyberpunk, GTA 6 even would probably play amazing on a handheld.
The power that comes inside of this device. The speakers, on the other hand, sound very loud and clear. Easily some of the best I have ever heard yet. Just have a listen here.
That sounds horrible. That sounds so scuffed through the video, bro. It does sound good. Like, I heard the airplane, but that's kind of a funny clip to include. Me and Cam have been watching The Boys, you know. I mean, I adore this dude. This is a good guy. Like, me and him talk all the time. If you guys don't know, he's one of my best like YouTube friends for sure. Dude, me and him have been watching The Boys. If you guys have seen The Boys, it's been crazy. I love how he's doing this crazy like cinematic effect over here. This is nuts. And once again, you can play PlayStation games now on Xbox. Like, this is literally an Xbox device playing it. It's cool.
Now let's talk about the most unique aspect of the ROG Ally Xboxes, and that would be the software. The biggest selling point of the ROG Xbox Ally handhelds as a whole, in my
I love how it has all like the CPU, GPU temps and all that stuff up above. That's actually really cool. And battery life.
opinion, is the software that they both share. What I originally thought was going to be a dedicated Xbox OS mode for Windows, similar to how SteamOS is to Windows, turned out to be just an overlay for Windows. While I do think it's a much more user-friendly experience compared to just Windows 11, it just doesn't do enough to justify the Xbox console branding name, in my opinion. I mean, it's great how
I do agree, because if I have a handheld, I'm also, for $1,000 plus tax, I'm assuming it's like a PC, like a laptop. Like I can get a mediocre laptop for 300, 400 bucks, and I can also play games, stream on it as well, watch YouTube, edit stuff, do whatever I need to do, go on Facebook, Twitter, doom scroll, Twitch, whatever it might be. So I do kind of always want to make that very easily and accessible with the browser and like using this for Netflix and other various things. Because if I can do it on my phone and whip it on up, then why can't I do it on my $1,000+ Xbox handheld, who, don't forget, Microsoft makes Windows. Like,
easy it is to have all your games on your PC in one location, to access them within the Xbox app and swap between them and close them out, but it's still a bit buggy. The setup for the device is also lengthy and a bit of a pain, to be honest. It's just like Windows, you know, it sucks.
it's like, I hate whenever you get a brand new, like, say the Switch 2, and you have to, like, I had to port over my Switch 1, I had to connect them both to the internet, I had to go and do this and this and this and this and this, and it took like 3 hours, and it was annoying. I can definitely, once you do it once, you're donezo, it's fine, but still.
Quite frankly, with SteamOS, you can scan a QR code and sign into Steam, and you're pretty much ready to download games and play. Also, a bit of a nitpick, but when you log into your device, it looks way too similar to standard Windows as well. While I just admitted it's a nitpick, let's be honest, this does matter. It's just lazy in my opinion and defeats the illusion of it being an Xbox console.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this for my Windows 11 updates, which I've heard, I've not like Windows 11 so far. It's not the worst, but I don't love it. But like, yeah, this is kind of giving me like, it wasn't prepared. It almost seems kind of sloppy. Like it's a very small critique, but I do agree.
Together, it just seems like the Xbox team took way too many shortcuts here, but I could also see this being, you know, a step toward what we truly want in a dedicated Xbox operating system, but I digress. I was also met with some strange bugs while playing Steam games, like I did here with this clip of me playing Elden Ring, and it wasn't the only glitch I came across either. Over time, bugs will likely be ironed out, but
it looks so tiny. It is an early console, so you do have a little bit of a free pass to fix things and adjust things. Yeah, what is this, dude?
Doesn't change the fact that this wouldn't be tolerated in a console.
Like, if I had this on my PlayStation, I would be upset. I mean, I've had bugs, yes, but like, if you're spending for a premium product, and this is Elden Ring, I believe it is. Yeah, this looks ghetto. What is this?
Experience on day one. It's literally just what they call it, an overlay, not an operating system.
Bro, someone try to beat the game like this, please.
But regardless, I still
that looks so I did not like that. That's a horrible Xbox bug. Like, why would Xbox do this? Xbox, you can't accept that.
Fully prefer this overlay in place of standard Windows. Finally, let's talk gaming and performance. So let's start with listing off the specs of the ROG Xbox Ally X. God, it does not get any easier saying that name. The ROG Xbox Ally X comes equipped with 24 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, and
a terabyte of storage though is pretty good, because that's pretty much where we're at with the PlayStation. This is a handheld device. Although don't forget, Steam games usually can get a little bit big. They're all about the same, but that's pretty hardy. Like, that's pretty hardy for a console. Handheld console.
A Z2 Extreme processor, which is based on RDNA 3.5 graphics, which is not the latest tech from AMD, but newer than the previous RDNA 3 GPU found in the Z1 Extreme APU. 24 gigabytes of RAM is probably the sweet spot for handhelds in my opinion, because it is future-proof, but it isn't overkill like I think 32 gigabytes is. 1 terabyte of storage for this.
I'd say for 1,000, I'd want to have a little bit more to future-proof it, but I guess handheld devices are not the premium gaming experience. It's like premium for luxury and relaxation, not so much for premium for gaming. That's more on like PCs. So I mean, I can kind of get it, but for $1,000, like, and RAM is usually kind of cheap, I don't want to be a little bit better.
Price, however, I think is a bit too conservative. I would have liked to see at least 2 terabytes here, but regardless, here are the benchmarks that I did. Here are our results in Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's pretty good frames. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. Although it is a smaller resolution.
And now
keep
here
in mind.
are the benchmarks we got from Cyberpunk 2077. And finally, These are the results we got from the benchmark in Forza Horizon 5.
I think this is a big one to look at too, because this is an actual Xbox game, while the others are kind of just like whatever. So it looks like Xbox games are running quite well. That's good. Like, I mean, if you want to use this for an Xbox handheld Game Pass device, which is what I would do, that's a win. This is actually looking really good then. Good stuff.
So the Z2 Extreme is a powerful chip for an APU in a handheld, but it's still not going to get you close to matching the 1080p 120Hz output of the display in most of today's latest releases, at least on a consistent basis. Where the Z2 Extreme really shines, however, is at lower wattages, where it proves to not compromise much of the full powered gaming experience. So if you were hoping the Z2 Extreme would be a complete powerhouse, well, it will not meet your expectations. We are probably still another generation or two away from getting a chip that can really make use of this display in the latest games without draining the battery and overheating in a small chassis like this for a quote-unquote affordable price. Speaking of which, let's talk about value.
The price is so much, in my opinion. Like, if you're rich, I'd be buying these, but your boy is not that rich. I got money. If I had to buy this tomorrow, I can. Like, I'm not poor. But $1,000 is a hard sell, man. Like, that's why I keep saying the Portal.
The ROG Xbox Ally X is priced at $999.99 USD. That is not cheap, especially considering it's not substantially more powerful than the previous generation Z1 Extreme. At face value, this does not scream value. But if we look at the market as a whole now, well, frankly, it's priced about right where it should be compared to it.
That is, I think, my biggest issue, same with VR, when VR was popular a few years ago, is it's very expensive. You know, it is hard to get in these niche hobbies, but I have like, you know, like a Meta Quest, and I love it. I think it's cool. Like, would I ever buy it again? No, but it's cool. I have it. And then same with this stuff. Like, if I was ever given one, I would love it. I'd probably play with it all the time. But to drop $1,000 on things like the Lenovo Go or the Xbox, or whatever it might be, it's like hard to justify. Like, if you're a gamer, I already have a PC, you know, so it's kind of like, yeah.
Its competitors. But again, that doesn't make it right. It is still a very pricey device, especially considering it has the Xbox name tag to it, which in the consumer's mind used to scream value, considering that's what we expect from console hardware in general. But the price.
And now we have to go and spend $30 a month on Game Pass, and Xbox consoles are $800, and this is $1,000. Like, Xbox is trying to become a luxury brand, where kind of Cam said too, it's like it used to be more of a casual brand.
The power ratio is heavily skewed to the direction of price here. This device is not more powerful than an Xbox Series X, and it is priced about 54% more expensive, which is not a good value, at least considering that. They also should have included 2 terabytes of storage for this price, as I said earlier, and maybe even including Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and a case.
They should have also, yeah, if it's an Xbox device, why not give everyone like a year of Game Pass? Like, you literally give it for free. Like, you're gonna make money off the console, and ideally or 6 months. Then ideally you'd probably renew it because you realize it's a good value. Like, it's kind of weird that they didn't want to do some bundle additions with it.
So if you don't mind the premium that comes with having the latest and greatest, by all means, go for it. But for everyone else, my recommendation is to wait for a sale, get something like a Steam Deck or even the OG ROG Ally on sale, used or open box, and mod it like I did.
I do think a lot of people can get these handheld devices from like people who thought it was cool for like a few years, like a year or two or a few months, and get it on sale on Facebook or Craigslist, eBay. You probably make a lot of easy money on it. And I do kind of agree, I think, with like Switch 2, although somewhat pricey. You have all the Nintendo exclusives as well. Steam Deck, also good price point, has been going on sale. If I had to pick, I'd probably pick those. Because if you're doing handheld as a niche, you're not that hardcore into it all. But I do like this. If it was just a little bit cheaper, I would have bought one, I think.
Overall, though, there's a lot to love about the ROG Xbox Ally X. The device is comfortable despite its goofy looking design. The ability to swap between applications is seamless. I also enjoy the rumble in the triggers, and the performance is, in fact, an improvement over its predecessor. However, at the same time, there's also a lot I dislike about the ROG Xbox Ally X. The software still has a lot of polishing before it's actually...
This is the biggest thing. If you give me a console and it's not polished and I'm seeing these issues, I'm not happy with this at all. I'll be honest. Like, this is, as a premium $1,000 product, this would make me want to return it. Like, I'm petty. Like, I don't like this.
Conversation to be considered console-like, especially when it comes to updating drivers and
you have to update drivers and Windows updates. Like, oh my god, this gives me the ick a little bit.
Device as a whole, it's also just not as good as SteamOS, nor is it similar to the operating system found in Xbox console devices. The setup for
it looks like they just made some random nifty-difty thing and put it together.
device is also far too lengthy and complicated. The device feels way too much like a Windows handheld as well. The fingerprint reader is still unreliable. I've been complaining about this for 2 years now.
I hate biometrics. I have biometrics for some like stock apps and stuff. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. It never works. Or if you get like one scratch, it gets destroyed. It's so stupid.
Still have yet to fix it. RAM allocation should also be automatic here because I don't think casual consumers have any idea how much RAM they should be allocating. And the top...
I stream on Twitch. I make YouTube videos. I game all the time. I have no idea how much RAM I should have allocated for a game. Zero.
Performance of the handheld is not worthy of it being considered next gen. So, in conclusion, the ROG Xbox Ally X is not an Xbox in the traditional sense. It's an Xbox branded product that is quite literally just a Windows handheld that is priced like a Windows handheld that has a customized version of Windows on it. While the custom Xbox...
So it just seems like it's a lot of Xbox flair without the Xbox love and Xbox cheaper consumer prices, and it does make this a way harder sell. It does look cool. I like how it vibes. I'm sure it feels great in the hand, but this isn't something I think I would appreciate or really like.
App overlay is an improvement over just standard Windows. It's just not enough to justify calling it an Xbox console. It's literally a half-assed version of what SteamOS already accomplishes, which in my opinion makes the Steam Deck more of a gaming console than the ROG Xbox Ally X could ever dream of being. So overall,
So he's saying that the Steam Deck is actually a better buy than the Xbox. And what I've been seeing throughout this video, I'd probably agree. It's just too much money.
ROG Xbox Ally X is an Xbox if you consider a device that plays Xbox games as an Xbox. So while the ROG Xbox Ally X is not even close to being an Xbox console, it is still a really cool device, but not worth the $1,000 price tag. So if you found this video informative, leave a like and subscribe for more handheld
I thought this video was great. Funny enough, and I'm not sure if this is a good thing or not to say, this made me not want to buy an Xbox or a ROG Ally. It was expensive already, but this one kind of swayed me towards against it, and I would love to know if you guys would agree or disagree down below. And as well, this is a great video cam. I think he did a really good job. If you guys want to check out the video and support him, I'll have it linked down below. He's one of my good buds, and I thought this was a very relevant video for this channel. I just don't think I want to buy it. I think the Portal with their new update came out at a really good time, and I'd actually recommend that overall. I'll have them all linked down below in case you guys do want to check that out, including Cam's link and, of course, the giveaway. So subscribe if you guys would like, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place. You guys are all beautiful. I love you guys.